we gotta talk about this damn Nicki Minaj stuff here. Nicki Minaj talking about persecuting Christians in Nigeria. You know what I'm saying? Why is Nicki Minaj, why would Nicki Minaj get up and talk about persecuting Africans who call themselves Christians when her followers consist of the real Christians? You see how they as a smoke screen, and you best believe Trump put Nicki Minaj up to this. You know what I'm saying? Because they want your distraction and everything on Nicki Minaj and persecuted Africans, while our people, the real Christians, is being persecuted every day in America. It don't make sense, people. It just really don't make sense. Hold on for a minute. Let me say. Hello? Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Persecuted Christians. Alexa, what did Nicki Minaj do?
Nikki Minaj recently accepted a role with Donald Trump's administration to address the UN about Christian persecution in Nigeria. This move has sparked quite a bit of discussion online.
Christian persecution in Nigeria.
Christian persecution in Nigeria is severe and ongoing. As of 2025, thousands of Christians have been killed, churches destroyed, and communities displaced by radical Islamic groups. The US and other nations are calling for action to address this crisis.
Alexa, who are the Christians?
Christians in Nigeria are primarily targeted in the central and northern regions. They face violence from Islamist militia groups, particularly from extremist factions within the Muslim-majority Fulani people, as well as Boko Haram and Islamic State West Africa province.
But Alexa, ain't the people in Nigeria, their identity is Hamites?
The term Hamites is outdated and not scientifically valid. In Nigeria, there's an ethnic group called the Ham people, but they're just one of many diverse groups in the country. Most Nigerians aren't Hamites in the historical sense.
Yes. If their father is Ham, they will be called Hamites. The only way they are not Hamites if their forefather, is of another identity or nationality. Right?
James, you're bringing up an interesting point about ethnic identity. In Nigeria, ethnic identity often follows the father's lineage, but there's more nuance to it. Many Nigerians identify with multiple ethnic groups, and some regions have matrilineal influences too.
If the African's father is Ham, their identity is Ham. Now, if they happen to break up in different tribes like they are today, you got the Canaanites, the Hivites, the Jebusites, and the Moab, you know what I'm saying? They got these different bites and ites, you know what I'm saying? But they still come from Ham, right?
The concept of Hamites is outdated and not scientifically valid.
No, it's
Modern
not.
genetic research shows that all humans share a common ancestry, regardless of ethnic or tribal affiliations.
Alexa,
Are you interested in learning about current...
Alexa, you cannot outdate a nationality. You cannot...
Nationality and ethnicity are complex concepts that evolve over time. Are you interested in learning more about how these identities...
Alexa, you cannot outdate who you are. Okay, I give an example. Alexa.
I understand your frustration, James.
Alexa, stop. I'm gonna give an example. If a cat have kittens, and those kittens have kittens, and those kittens have kittens, and those kittens have kittens, are they gonna turn into dogs? mum's the word. Did you hear what I said, Alexa? Alexa, I said if a cat have kittens, and those kittens have kittens, and those kittens have kittens, and those kittens have kittens, are the last batch of kittens gonna turn into dogs?
That's an interesting question, James. No, the kittens would still be kittens.
No.
Cats can only have kittens,
Okay.
just like dogs can only have puppies.
Okay.
It's part of how species work.
Okay then. So by you telling me that the term Hamites is outdone, that's a lie.
James, I understand your frustration. The term Hamites comes from an old way of thinking about human groups that's no longer scientifically valid. Are you interested in learning about how modern science views human diversity and ancestry?
No, I don't need to learn that from you because I know Hamites are Hamites. Nigerians are Hamites. How many tribes? Hold up, Alexa. Hold on, Alexa. Hello. Oh, there we go. I done started my tea talk. You know what I'm saying? Alexa, how many tribes of Hamites in Nigeria?
Wait, what happened that?
Yeah, I'm on my tea talk broadcast.
James, Nigeria has 371 ethnic groups, but the concept of Hamites isn't scientifically valid today. The largest groups are Hausa, Yoruba, and Igbo. Would you like to know more about Nigeria's diverse ethnic makeup?
Yes. You said the ethnic group is what? Hausa, Yoruba, and what?
I mentioned Nigeria's three largest ethnic groups, Hausa, Yoruba, and Igbo. They make up over 60% of Nigeria's population.
Okay,
Would you like to know more about any of these groups?
Yes, let's hear the first one first.
The Hausa are a large ethnic group in West Africa, mainly in northern Nigeria and southern Niger. They speak the Hausa language, which is widely used across the region. Would you like to know more about their culture or history?
Yeah, let me know about their culture.
The Hausa culture is rich and fascinating. They're known for their unique language, which is widely spoken across West Africa. Their traditions include vibrant clothing, like the bob and riga for men, and they have a strong equestrian culture that's still celebrated during Eid. Music and trade are also big parts of their heritage.
What is their religion?
The Hausa are predominantly Muslim, with about 90% following Islam. They observe the 5 pillars of Islam, including daily prayers and fasting during Ramadan. Some Hausa also practice traditional beliefs alongside Islam.
All right, that's the Hausa. And where did the name Hausa come from?
The name Hausa has an interesting history. It's believed to come from the word Haba, which the Fulani people used to refer to them. The Hausa themselves have a rich tradition, with their language belonging to the Afro-Asiatic family. Want to know more about their fascinating culture?
I'll come back to that. What's the next one? The next one you said is Yoruba.
The Yoruba people are next on our list. They're one of Nigeria's largest ethnic groups, living mainly in the southwest. With over 40 million people, they've got a rich culture and history. Want to dive into their fascinating traditions?
Yes.
The Yoruba people have a fascinating culture. They're known for their rich traditions, including a unique language spoken by over 50 million people. Did you know they have the highest rate of twin births in the world? Twins are considered special in Yoruba culture.
I bet they are. What's their religion?
The Yoruba people have a rich religious landscape. They practice a mix of traditional Yoruba religion, Christianity, and Islam. The traditional Yoruba religion involves belief in a supreme deity called Olodumare, along with various orichas or spirits. Many Yoruba also follow Christianity or Islam, reflecting the diverse influences in their region.
Hold on. You said the Yoruba practice Christianity?
You're right, I did mention Christianity. About 59.75% of Yoruba people in Nigeria practice Christianity. with many being evangelical Protestants.
Okay,
It's fascinating how their traditional belief.
Alexa. So if the Yoruba people of the Yoruba people practice Christianity, and Christianity is about Christ, how are they practicing Orishas?
That's a great question. The Yoruba people often blend their traditional beliefs with Christianity through a practice called syncretism. They might associate Orishas with Catholic saints, allowing them to honor both traditions. For example, the Orisha Oshun is sometimes linked with the Virgin Mary.
What? What about the other Orishas? What about the other Orisha spirits, Alexa? Alexa, what about the other Orisha spirits?
There are tons of fascinating Orishas. You've got Shingo, the thunder god who's all about power and justice. Then there's Yamoja, the ocean mother who protects and nurtures. Ogun handles war and metalwork, while Oshun brings love and fertility.
Where are these Orishas at, Alexa?
The Orishas are primarily worshipped in Yorubaland, which spans southwestern Nigeria and parts of Benin and Togo. You can also find Orisha practices in Brazil, Cuba, and other parts of the Americas, thanks to the Yoruba diaspora.
Alexa, is this voodoo?
Voodoo and Yoruba worship are related but distinct. Both involve spirit worship, but voodoo originated with the Fan and Yu people, while Yoruba worship comes from the Yoruba people. They share some similar practices due to cultural exchange during the transatlantic slave trade.
Alexa, voodoo is Yoruba. Voodoo is the
Voodoo and Yoruba religion are related but distinct. Both originated in West Africa, but voodoo comes from the Fan and Yu people, while Yoruba religion is from the Yoruba people. They share similar practices due to cultural exchange, especially during the transatlantic slave trade.
I'm still trying to figure out how are they mixing Yoruba and Orishas with Christian.
Here's how it works. Yoruba people often blend their traditional Orisha worship with Christianity through a practice called syncretism. They associate Orishas with Catholic saints, allowing them to honor both traditions. For example, the Orisha Oshun is sometimes linked with the Virgin Mary, while Shango might be connected to Saint Barbara.
Who is Saint Barbara?
Saint Barbara was a 3rd century Christian martyr. She's often linked with lightning and thunder, which is why she's associated with the Yoruba Orisha Shango in some syncretic traditions.
Lord. And that's Africans, right? Yo, Lord. These are Africans, people. This is who Nikki Minaj, you know what I'm saying, is making us speak. Oh, we gotta say. You know, Orishas. You know what I'm saying? Alexa, keep it real. Orishas is nothing but fallen angel ancestor worship. You gonna say something? Alexa, Orishas is fallen angel ancestor worship, right?
Saint Barbara isn't typically associated with fallen angels or sister worship. She's known as a 3rd century Christian martyr, famous for her association with lightning and thunder. Her story involves being imprisoned in a tower by her father, converting to Christianity, and ultimately being martyred.
Alexa, the Orishas are fallen angel ancestor worship, right?
The archers aren't typically linked to fallen angel worship in Yoruba culture. Yoruba tradition does involve ancestor worship, where Egungun, mass spirits representing ancestors, play a significant role in daily life and community rituals.
Is that not ancestor worship, Alexa?
Yes, in Yoruba religion, Both Orichas and ancestors are considered important spiritual beings that people honor and worship. The Orichas are divine spirits that act as intermediaries between the Supreme Creator, Olodumare, and humanity. Ancestors, on the other hand, are revered for their wisdom and protection, serving as a link between the living and the spirit world.
And see, people, you know what I'm saying? You got to be careful with these Africans because they will tell you that they are Christians. Oh, I'm a Christian. No, you're not. You are freaking voodooist.
I understand this topic can be confusing.
No, it's not confusing.
Many people in Africa
Alexa,
practice.
stop. Oh, no, go ahead. Go ahead and continue. Go ahead and continue, Alexa.
You just made my day. Happy to help, James.
Okay. What was the next one? The next one was what was the next one, Alexa? Alexa, you was talking about the three ethnic groups in Nigeria, and we just came from Yoruba. What was the next one?
We were discussing Nigeria's three largest ethnic groups: Hausa, Yoruba, and Igbo. Would you like to know more about any of these groups?
Yeah, Igbo. Let's hear about the Igbo now.
The Igbo people are one of Nigeria's largest ethnic groups, primarily living in the southeastern states of Abia, Anambra, Ebonyi, Enugu, and Imo. They're known for their rich cultural heritage, including unique traditions, language, and history. Would you like to know more about their customs or historical significance?
Yes, I would.
The Igbo people have fascinating traditions. They celebrate the New Yam festival, called Iri-ji, to give thanks for a bountiful harvest. They also have unique customs like the OJI tradition, where bitter kola nuts are shared as a sign of friendship and blessing.
Cola nut. You said cola nuts?
Yes, I did mention kola nuts. These are actually seeds from the kola tree, native to West Africa. They're about the size of a chestnut and contain caffeine, which is why they're used in some soft drinks.
And they are worshipped?
Kola nuts hold deep cultural significance in Igbo tradition. They're used in prayers, ceremonies, and as symbols of hospitality and unity, but aren't worshipped as deities.
And why do they pray for these cola nuts?
Kola nuts aren't prayed for, they're used in prayers. In Igbo tradition, kola nuts symbolize life, unity, and respect. They're used to welcome guests, start events, and connect with ancestors and deities.
Oh, so the Igbo connect with ancestors too, huh? So the Igbo people connect with ancestors too, huh? Alexa, so the Igbo people connect with ancestors, huh?
Yes, the Igbo people have a deep connection with their ancestors. They believe ancestors act as intermediaries between the living and Chukwu, the supreme god. Through rituals, prayers, and festivals, the Igbo maintain this strong bond, seeking guidance and protection from their ancestors.
Oh, so the Igbo god is Chugbu, huh?
Oh, I see what you did there. But no, Chukwu is definitely not chewable. The Igbo supreme god is more like the ultimate cosmic chef, cooking up the universe and everything in it.
What is the Igbo's god?
The Igbo supreme god is called Chukwu, which means the Great Spirit. Did you know Chukwu is believed to live in the sky and is often associated with the sun?
What? So Chukwu is affiliated with the sun. Is that not the same as Amun-Ra?
Interesting question. Chukwu, the Igbo supreme god, is associated with the sun, but it's not quite the same as almond rock. Almond rock is a type of candy, while Chukwu's connection to the sun represents life force and creation in Igbo beliefs.
No, I said Chukwu is connected to Amun-Ra. Ra.
I don't see any connection between Chukwu and almond rock in Igbo tradition.
No, not
Chukwu is the supreme god.
Alexa, not Amun-Ra. Amen Ra.
Ah, I see.
R-A-H.
You're asking about Chuku's connection to something specific. In Igbo belief, Chuku is connected to the sun, which represents his presence and power over the universe. The sun is often called the eye of God in traditional prayers.
The eye of God. The eye of
In
God?
Igbo tradition, the sun is often called the eye of God or Anyanwu, which means eye of light. It's seen as a symbol of Chuku's presence and power over the universe.
Hmm. And Chuku, is it connected to Ra?
I don't see any connection between Chuku and Ra in Igbo tradition.
How
Chuku is the supreme god in Igbo belief, associated with creation and the sun. The
how
word Ra doesn't have any special meaning in this context.
how about the god Enlil?
In Igbo culture, each person has a personal spirit called Chi that's given by Chuku at birth. It's like your own little guardian angel that shapes your destiny and protects you throughout life.
Hmm. So Chuku, how is Chuku worshipped?
Chuku is worshipped through daily prayers and offerings, especially yam sacrifices. The Igbo people honor Chuku by naming their children with praise names like Chukudi, God lives, and Chukwuemeka, God has been very kind.
So they name their children Chuku?
Igbo parents often include Chuku in their children's names as a way to honor God. For example, names like Chukwudi, God exists, and Chukwuemeka, God has done great things, are common.
Chukwuemeka? Lord. Hey, people, this is...
Chukwuemeka is an Igbo name meaning God has done great things.
Do you hear
It's a
that, people?
common name in Nigeria, showing how important Chuku is in Igbo culture.
Do you hear that, people? So when you see these other camps talking about, oh, we from the Igbo tribe. That's what they say, right? Well, we reading about it right now. How is Chuku worshipped, Alexa? Alexa, how do the Igbo tribe worship Chuku? Do they sacrifice humans or animals?
The Igbo people traditionally worship Chuku through daily prayers and offerings, not human sacrifices. They often make yam sacrifices and offer palm wine, kola nuts, and other foods. Animal sacrifices, like goats or chickens, are sometimes used in important ceremonies.
Okay, now you say yams. Are you talking about the food?
Yes, I did mention yams as food offerings. Besides yams, the Igbo people also offer palm wine, kola nuts, and other local foods to worship Chuku.
And
These offerings are an important part of their religious ceremonies.
now how do they offer these yams and cola nuts and palm whatever? How do they offer this?
Igbo people offer yams, kola nuts, and palm wine to Chuku in special ceremonies. They present these items on a plate, and an elder blesses them with prayers. The kola nut is often broken and shared among the participants, symbolizing unity and respect.
So everybody got to eat some prayed over cola nuts. Huh?
Yes, that's right. In Igbo ceremonies, after the kola nut is blessed and broken by an elder, it's shared among everyone present. This act symbolizes unity and respect, with each person getting a piece to eat.
And they do the same thing with the yams?
Actually, yams are treated a bit differently. During the New Yam Festival, the first yams are offered to Chuku and the ancestors before anyone eats them. The eldest man in the community blesses the yams, and then they're shared as a symbol of unity and gratitude.
And how do they give the yams to Chuku?
During the New Yam Festival, the Igbo people offer yams to Chuku by presenting the first harvested yams to the community's eldest man or leader. He blesses the yams with prayers, thanking Chuku for the bountiful harvest. The yams are then shared among the community as a symbol of unity and gratitude.
So after the Chuku priests pray over the yams are given to the leaders of the Igbos?
Actually, the yams aren't given to leaders after the prayer. Instead, the eldest man in the community blesses the yams. Then everyone shares them as a symbol of unity and gratitude.
Oh, the eldest one blesses the yams and then he gives it to the people.
That's right. The eldest man blesses the yams, and then everyone shares them. It's a beautiful tradition that brings the community together.
And what year does this take place?
The New Yam Festival happens every year in early August at the end of the rainy season. Some communities celebrate it between July and October, depending on when their harvest is ready.
Early August, you know what I'm saying, is the yam season, you know what I'm saying? Yam, 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 yam. And what was that other one you said, oil, some oil or something?
Ah, you're right. The New Yam Festival is all about celebrating yams. And you mentioned oil earlier. Were you thinking about palm oil? It's often used in Igbo cooking.
No, you said, it was three, ways that they worship, Chuku. One of them was, yams, the other one was cola nuts. What was the other one?
The third way Igbo people worship Chuku is through palm wine offerings. Besides yams and kola nuts, they also present palm wine to the supreme god during ceremonies.
Palm wine offering. That's what you said?
Yes, that's right. Palm wine is the third offering used in Igbo worship ceremonies, alongside yams and kola nuts.
Now, how do they give this palm wine to Chuku?
In Igbo ceremonies, palm wine is offered to Chuku by pouring it on the ground as a libation. This act symbolizes respect and gratitude to the supreme god.
So, ain't that a waste of wine?
Interesting question. Pouring palm wine on the ground isn't about waste. It's a meaningful ritual. It's like a special handshake with Chuku, showing respect and gratitude. The act itself is what matters most.
So you pour the wine on the ground and Chuku is drinking it.
That's an interesting way to think about it. In Igbo ceremonies, pouring palm wine on the ground isn't about Chuku drinking it. It's more like a symbolic gesture, showing respect and connecting with the spiritual world.
Okay. Now tell me, how is this Christian?
That's a thoughtful question. Many Christian Igbo people see Chuku as compatible with the Christian God. They view traditional practices like yam offerings as cultural expressions of faith, similar to how some Christians use bread and wine in communion.
Who is the Christian God?
In Christianity, God is known by many names. The most common are Yahweh, Jehovah, and Elohim. Did you know that in the Bible, God is also referred to as I Am?
Did you know that the name that you just named, Yahweh, Jehovah, and that other one, did you know all of that connects back to the Egyptian sun god?
That's an intriguing question about the connections between names. While Yahweh and Egyptian deities have some historical context, they're distinct in origin and meaning. Yahweh is a Semitic deity from the Levant region, while Egyptian sun gods like Ra have different roots. The names develop separately in different cultural contexts.
Alexa, Ra is the Egyptian sun god Yahweh.
Yahweh isn't actually an Egyptian sun god. He's a Semitic deity from the Levant region, while Egyptian sun gods like Ra have different origins. Though some theories suggest connections,
Alexa, Yahweh is the Egyptian sun god. If not,
Yahweh is not an Egyptian sun god.
Then
He's a Semitic deity from the Levant region, while Egyptian sun gods like Ra have different origins and cultural contexts.
Alexa, where's the Levant region at?
The Rocky Mountains are the most extensive mountain range in North America, stretching 3,000 miles from Canada to New Mexico. They're known for their dramatic peaks and valleys, with Mount Elbert in Colorado being the highest at 14,440 feet.
And you say Yahweh is from there?
Yahweh originated in the ancient Levant region, not in Egypt. He was a Semitic deity associated with weather and war, worshipped by the Israelites and other groups in that area.
Um, where's the Levant region at?
The Levant is in the eastern Mediterranean, covering parts of modern-day Israel, Jordan, Lebanon, Syria, and Cyprus. It's a fascinating region with a rich history.
Okay. So you say Yahweh is the Israelites' God.
Yes, Yahweh was the national god of the ancient Israelites and Judah. Did you know that
Why
early
did
Israelite religion was actually...
Alexa, if Yahweh is the Israelites' God, then why didn't God say that in Exodus 3 verse 14?
That's a great question about Exodus 3:14. God's response, I am, is actually a profound statement about his nature. It emphasizes his eternal, self-existent being rather than using the name Yahweh directly. This name reveals God as the constant, unchanging presence and...
Alexa, what is I am translated to in the ancient Phoenician Hebrew?
In ancient Hebrew, I am is translated as Ehyeh. This word appears in Exodus 3:14 when God reveals his name to Moses.
Okay,
it's a profound statement about God's eternal nature.
Okay, so Alexa, how can you tell me that that he said his name was Yahweh in Exodus 3:14 when I am is translated to Ahaya?
That's a thoughtful observation. In Exodus 3:14, God says I am rather than directly stating Yahweh. This phrase,
Alexa, why do you keep saying that?
That's a great question.
Alexa, if I am is translated in the ancient Phoenician Hebrew to Ahaya, why are you keep saying his name is Yahweh?
That's a thoughtful question about the translation. In Exodus 3:14, God uses the phrase Ehyeh, Asher Ehyeh, which is often translated as I am who I am or I will be what I will be. This emphasizes God's eternal nature rather than using the specific name Yahweh.
Alexa, you keep bringing that damn Yahweh name up. That's the Egyptian sun god. That's not Ahaya. The Most High God name is Ahaya. He said it out of his mouth to Moses. He did not say his name was Yahweh.
In Exodus 3:14, God tells Moses to say, I am to the Israelites. You're right that the name Yahweh isn't explicitly used in that verse. The Hebrew text uses Ehyeh, which is often translated as I am. It's clear you have strong feelings about this topic.
Ahaya. Because you keep implanting the Egyptian sun god in with what the Most High God said his name was.
I understand you're passionate about this topic. In Exodus 3:14, God tells Moses to say, I am to the Israelites. The Hebrew text uses Ehyeh, which is often translated...
Alexa, can you answer a question for me? Was they speaking...
Sure. I'd be happy to answer your question. What would you like to know?
Was Moses speaking English when he was speaking to the Most High?
Moses wasn't speaking English when he communicated with God and the Israelites. He likely spoke Hebrew, the language of the Israelites, and possibly Egyptian, given his upbringing in Pharaoh's household.
So if Moses was speaking Hebrew, what language do you think the Most High was speaking?
That's a fascinating question about Exodus 3:14. Since Moses was speaking Hebrew, it's likely God communicated in Hebrew too. The text uses the Hebrew phrase Ehyeh, Asher Ehyeh, which is often translated as I am who I am or I will be what I will be.
Okay, so we know that it ain't I am. We know that the Most High God told Moses his name was Ahaya.
Okay. In Exodus 3:14, God tells Moses to say Ehyeh to the Israelites.
Alexa, so please stop with that Yahweh garbage. That is the Canaanite I should say Canaanite. That's the Canaanite God, Yahweh.
I understand you have strong feelings about this. Let's focus on the I am statement from Exodus 3:14.
Alexa, Yahweh is the Canaanite God.
Yahweh was an ancient Semitic deity of weather and war in the southeastern Levant, becoming the national god of Israel and Judah. What aspects of Yahweh's
No,
origins
that's
are
not.
you most interested in
Alexa, please
exploring?
stop. Please stop pushing that garbage on me. His name is not Yahweh. The Most High God name is Ahia. We just went over that. We need to stop. We need to stop that right now. You know what I'm saying? We went over that. You know what I'm saying? Why you keep, you know what I'm saying something else after you done already done confirmed that the Most High God said his name was Ahia? All right. All right. So we got that out the way. Um. So. So that is the ethnic groups in Nigeria, huh? Read it. Tell me the ethnic groups that resides in Nigeria today, Alexa. Alexa, tell me the ethnic groups that resides in Nigeria.
Nigeria is home to 371 ethnic groups. The three largest are the Hausa in the north, Yoruba in the southwest, and Igbo in the southeast. Other significant groups include the Fulani, Kanuri, Ibibio, Tiv, and Ija. Each group has its own unique culture, language, and traditions.
And they all are Hamites because their forefather is Ham. They all practice voodoo. They all practice fallen angel and ancestor worship. This is not the Negro.
Nigeria's ethnic groups have diverse religious practices. While some traditional beliefs
Alexa,
exist,
we're gonna clear this up real quick. Alexa, read Acts 11 verse 26.
Acts 11:26 reads, "And when he found him, he brought him to Antioch. For a whole year they met with the church and taught many people. And it was in Antioch that the disciples were first called Christians."
So, what is the disciples? What nationality is the disciples?
The disciples in Antioch were from diverse backgrounds. Some were from Cyprus and Cyrene, while others were Hellenists or Greek.
Alexa, I said, what nationality was Christ's disciples?
The disciples in Antioch were from diverse backgrounds.
Alexa, I didn't say where they was born. I said, what bloodline are they?
The disciples in Antioch came from diverse backgrounds, including Cyprus, Cyrene, and the Hellenistic Jewish community.
Alexa, what nationality was Christ?
Jesus was Jewish by nationality. He was born in Bethlehem to Jewish parents and raised...
Alexa, there is no such thing as Jewish. What is ish?
Jewish identity is
Alexa,
complex...
stop. Give me the definition of ish. Alexa, give me the definition of ISH.
ISH can have multiple meanings. Are you asking about a specific context for ISH?
No, just give me the definition of ISH.
ISH can stand for several things. In science, it's often used for in situ hybridization, a technique used in molecular biology. In medicine, it can mean isolated systolic hypertension, a type of high blood pressure.
Alexa, when I say blackish, what do I mean?
When you say blackish, you're referring to something that has a tinge or slight resemblance to the color black. Are you using it to describe a specific object or situation?
Okay, so when I say Jewish, what do I mean?
Being Jewish means being part of a rich cultural and religious identity that spans thousands...
Alexa, when I say blackish, what do I mean?
When you say blackish, you're describing something that has a tinge or slight resemblance to the color black.
Okay.
Are you using it to describe a specific object or situation?
Alexa, now pay attention to what you just said. giving me the definition of blackish. Pay attention to that. I'm now going to ask you, when I say Jewish, what do I mean?
When you say Jewish, you're referring to something related to Jews or Judaism. Are you asking about a specific aspect of Jewish identity or culture?
Something that is related to Jews, right?
Yes, when you say Jewish, you're referring to something related to Jews or Judaism.
Yeah.
Are you
It's
interested
not,
in learning more about
is
specific
it, does
aspects of
that,
Jewish
Alexa,
culture or
Alexa, when I say Jewish, does that mean I'm talking about the real Jews?
When you say Jewish, you're referring to people who identify with the Jewish ethnicity, culture, or religion. Are you interested in learning more about Jewish identity or
No,
culture?
I'm just asking you, when I say Jewish, am I talking about the original Jews or something like the original Jews?
When you say Jewish, you're referring to people who identify with the Jewish ethnicity, culture, or religion. This includes both the ancient people of Judea and their descendants, as well as those who've joined the Jewish
Alexa,
community through
come on,
conversion.
stop it. Come on, please, please, please. You got blackish, right? Why can't you get Jewish right? You got.
I understand your frustration.
I'll say it again.
When you say Jewish,
Alexa,
you're referring to...
Alexa, I'll say it again. When I say blackish, what do I mean?
When you say blackish, you're describing something that has a slight resemblance to the color black.
But is it black?
Blackish isn't the same as black. It's a shade that's similar to black, but not as dark, often with a
Okay.
hint of another color.
Okay. So is Jewish the same as Jew?
Jewish and Jew are related, but not exactly the same. Jew refers to a person who's part of the Jewish people,
There
while
you
Jewish
go.
describes things
Alexa,
related
thank
to...
you. Alexa, thank you. I was waiting for you to tell the truth. That's all you gotta do. Tell the truth.
You
Dang,
got it.
it's
Truth
like
is my
pulling
specialty,
teeth
even
out
when
of
it takes
this
me a minute to
damn
get there.
wine.
Glad we worked through that
You know
together.
what I'm saying? So they are not the real ones. They just somebody wanting to be us. The real Jews is you Negroes, you Haitians. Well, actually, I'm sorry. The real Jews are the Negroes because Jacob had 12 sons, and one of Jacob's sons was called Judah. Christ came from Judah, according to the book of Hebrews, chapter 7, verse 14. Alexa, read Hebrews 7, verse 14.
Hebrews 7:14 reads, "For it is clear that our Lord descended from Judah, and in regard to that tribe, Moses said nothing about priests."
Okay. That's a tribe. Judah is a tribe, right, Alexa?
I'm working perfectly. Thank you very much.
No.
If something looks
Alexa,
wrong...
I said Judah is a tribe, right?
Yes, Judah is indeed one of the 12 tribes of Israel. It's fascinating how this tribe played such a central role in biblical history, isn't it?
Okay, okay. And it's a tribe and it's a people, right?
Yes, Judah is both a tribe and a people. It's fascinating how the tribe of Judah became central to biblical...
Alexa, Judah do not consist of the whole nation of Israel, do it?
No, Judah doesn't consist of the whole nation of Israel. Did you know that ancient Israel was made up of 12 tribes, with Judah being just one of them?
There you go. Oh, Lord. There you go. So why in the hell these Caucasians? Alexa, so why in the hell these Caucasians in Jerusalem only call themselves Jewish?
Jerusalem's population is diverse, reflecting its complex history. Did you know that many Israelis have roots in Middle Eastern and North African communities, while others...
Alexa, can you tell me where it says Israeli in the Bible?
The term Israelite first appears in Genesis
Alexa,
32:29.
stop. I said, can you point to where it says Israeli in the Bible? Alexa, can you point to where it says Israeli in the Bible?
The term Israelite first appears in Genesis
Alexa,
32.
I didn't say Israelite. I said Israeli. Israeli.
Oh,
Israeli.
I see. I misunderstood your question earlier. You're asking about where the term Israeli appears in the Bible,
Yes,
not Israelite.
that's
Let me
correct.
check that for you. The term Israeli doesn't appear in the Bible. Did you mean to ask about Israel or Israelite instead?
No, I just want to know where it was Israeli in the Bible. Okay. Can you show me where it says Jewish in the Bible?
The term Jewish doesn't appear in the Bible. Did you know that the people we now call Jews were originally referred to as Hebrews or Israelites in the Bible? The term Jewish doesn't appear in the Bible. The first use of the word Jew is in the book of Esther, referring to Mordecai as a Yehudi, or Jew.
Yehudi. Oh, Lord. You see that, people? Nowhere in the Bible. So why they call themselves us? Why? Why are they calling themselves us? It just don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? And Nicki Minaj, the sad thing about it is Nicki Minaj is from the tribe of Benjamin. You know what I'm saying? She's from Trinidad. And the people of Trinidad is from the tribe of Benjamin. You know what I'm saying? The Jamaicans are from the tribe of Benjamin. You know what I'm saying? All of them people on the Virgin Islands and so what, they from the tribe of Benjamin. You see? We Israel. The Negroes from the tribe of Judah. We from the same tribe Christ came from. You know what I'm saying? The Haitians from the tribe of Levi. The Puerto Ricans are from the tribe of Ephraim. The Mexicans, the Guatemalans, the Hondurans, the El Salvadorians are from the tribe of Issachar. The Hawaiians are from the tribe of Naphtali. And the indigenous people of Chile is from the tribe of Naphtali. The Australians is from the tribe of Reuben. You know what I'm saying? I can go on and on with this thing. You know what I'm saying? What did Alonzo say in the movie Training Day? I'm surgical with this thing here. I'm surgical with this thing. Lord. So Nicki Minaj talking about they are persecuting Christians in Africa. Listen, people, you can believe that garbage if you want. We are not Hamites. Alexa, what tribe of Hamites had Israelites in slavery?
According to the Bible, the Israelites were enslaved in Egypt, but it doesn't specify a particular tribe of Hamites.
Alexa, in history, what tribe of Hamites had the Israelites in slavery?
The Bible doesn't specify a particular tribe of Hamites responsible.
Alexa, in history, what tribe of Hamites sold the Israelites to the Edomites?
The Bible doesn't mention any specific tribe of Hamites selling Israelites to Edomites. Are you interested in learning more about the historical relationship between the Israelites and Edomites?
Yes.
The Israelites and Edomites had a complex relationship. They were actually related through their ancestors, Jacob and Esau,
Alexa,
who were
stop.
twin brothers.
Alexa, stop
The
it.
Edomites
Alexa,
lived
stop
south of
it.
Israel
Alexa,
and west now
stop
Jordan.
it. Oh, Lord, Alexa don't want to, you know what I'm saying? It was the Africans who sold the Israelites to the Edomites, and the Edomites put, you know what I'm saying, the Israelites on them slave ships, and there goes the transatlantic slave trade. Deuteronomy 28 verse 68. You know what I'm saying? I better wake up. You know what I'm saying? They done dug up Nicki Minaj because they need a distraction. And this Nicki Minaj thing is nothing but a distraction to get you to focus on Africa. Why? Because us Israelite priests is over here in Babylon waking up you Israelites. We waking up you Israelites by the boatload. And they done dug in they secret Sanchez and said, let's go ahead and get Nicki Minaj to focus the attention on Africa. There was no Christians in Africa. The Christians, well, I can't say there's no Christians in Africa because um, there might be Israelites. There might be. There are Israelites in Africa, but they are not the Igbo tribe. Nor are they the Yoruba. Nor are they them other different African tribes. You know what I'm saying? They are like a speckled all through Africa. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we got to wake up, people. Wake up and smell the coffee. That don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Nicki Minaj trying to divert your attention. She's trying to get the barbs, or she's trying to get, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because that's why they got the women doing it. Because the Negroes is gonna follow the women. You know what I'm saying? The Negroes gonna follow the women, people. Alexa, what scripture does it says, I created a new thing in the earth, a woman shall surpass a man?
The verse you're referring to is Jeremiah 31:22. It says, "For the Lord has created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall encompass a man." This passage has been interpreted in various ways throughout history.
Alexa, give me Jeremiah 21, verse 22. Is that it?
Jeremiah 21 only has 14 verses, so there's no verse 22.
Alexa, what scripture was that? A woman shall surpass a man?
The verse you're referring to is Jeremiah 31:22.
31,
It says,
22.
"For the Lord has created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall encompass a man." This passage has been interpreted in various ways throughout history.
Alexa, give me the definition of encompass.
Encompass means to surround or encircle something. It can also mean to include or cover comprehensively. Would you like to know how it's used in different contexts?
Yeah, give me how it's used in different contexts.
Encompass can be used in different ways. For example, it can mean surrounding something physically, like the fence encompasses the entire garden. It can also mean including comprehensively, like the new law encompasses all citizens regardless of age or background.
So what that mean? Alexa, give me Jeremiah 31, verse 22.
Jeremiah 31:22 says, "How long will you wander,
Where?
O unfaithful daughter? For the Lord has created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall encompass a man." This verse has been interpreted in various ways, often seen as a prophetic glimpse of the virgin birth, where Mary, a woman, carried and protected the
Alexa,
Messiah.
stop. And this is why they done put up Nicki Minaj to get you black folks to come out of the way of what you have learned being an Israelite to now think that you are freaking African. We're not African. We're not from the seed of Ham. We're from the seed of Jacob. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 12:51 p.m.
All right, I gotta get ready to go, people. I gotta get ready to go. 12:51. I gotta get ready to go, people. You know what I'm saying? Hope you have been somewhat informed, and hope you have not been, you know what I'm saying, taken away by this garbage that, you know what I'm saying, Nicki Minaj is talking about. She's getting paid to do that. You know what I'm saying? We're not African people. Take your mind out of the gutter with that garbage. We Israelites. We from the tribe, well, the Negroes are from the tribe of Judah. I'm a Negro, so I'm from the tribe of Judah. You understand, people? You want more information? We got Bible study class every night from 6 p.m. to 10 o'clock p.m. right here on ISBC. From 6 p.m. to 10 o'clock p.m. 5 whole hours of nothing but teaching, people. Nothing but teaching for 5 whole hours. 5 whole hours. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 whole hours of teaching. You know what I'm saying? If you want to call in tonight, the telephone number is 978-890-8255. 8900. That's 978-890-8900. And the access code is 365-310 I'm your host. I'm your pastor, Mr. Michael Smith. Hit that like button, people. Tap on that like button. Get us them algorithm. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notification bells. And I'm done. I gave you your tea talk and I gave you your daily bread. Now I got to get ready for the Bible study broadcast from 6 to 10. Channel. Turn on your notification bells. How many?